Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Lewis. I'm going to go over two things today. One is quiz access, question number 1 and 2, and then the ethics assignment number 2. So first, let's go over this one. Now, this one is giving you transactions that are mainly accounts receivable related, and it's going to ask you to do a couple of things. So why don't we go ahead and just open up, it's not that, we don't want to open that up. Let's see, that's open warranty, Excel. Let's do it in a little Excel file. Okay, in the traditional mode, let's make this a little smaller. And let's bring it down here so then we can work with the data. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this first. Oops, wrong one. Copy, and bring it over here to Excel. Okay, I'm going to paste those values. And now, oh, wow, that's weird. Yesterday it worked just fine. Control Z. Let's try that again. Let's just do it from here. Sometimes it doesn't like it when I copy it. Copy, paste, values. There we go. Okay, now we have all the data we want. Now it's going to probably ask us, right? Prepare a, there you go, prepare a general ledger having T accounts for accounts receivable, sales returns, and allowances. Post these entries to both the general ledger and accounts receivable ledger. Okay, so general ledger, accounts receivable ledger, T accounts. Okay, let's start with T accounts. Okay, so let's do a sales T account with a debit and a credit, and then come down here and we'll do, let's see, let's do an underline here. Let's do a few transactions. So let's do an underline here. Right. And then let's just put a left border. Okay. So now we got that. Since sales is a asset account, we're going to put the, normal debit balance sum here. So we're going to do the sum of all of this minus the sum of all these items. Okay, so now we have a sales account sales T account. We're going to do copy. We're going to paste one here and one here, and this one's going to be for let's do accounts receivable. That's what I meant. Accounts receivable on this one because it has a debit normal balance. Sales actually has a normal credit balance. Somebody was probably telling me that that's not correct, Brother Lewis. So instead of it being on this side, let's do this. So it's equals sum of the credit side minus sum of the debit side. Okay, so that gives us that. And then this one's going to be returns and allowances. Okay, oh, I spelled that wrong. Allowances. Okay, so returns and allowances is a contra revenue account, and so it's going to have a normal debit balance. So we'll just leave that the way it is. Now, the easiest way of doing this is, since these are just transactions, right? We want to post these transactions to these 3 different ledgers, right? Or yeah, general ledgers. And so we're going to take and let's put a date here so we can keep them all organized. Okay, so we're going to put the date for this first one here. And accounts receivable, this is going to fall, accounts receivable, it's going to be a debit, right? And it goes right there. This is on the sales side, so it's going to be over here. Okay, notice how those balance. That's brilliant. Okay, accounts receivable, welcome enterprises, that's going to go right here. Right? We want to move this date over here too. And the credit for sales is going to go over here. Okay, accounts receivable for this is going to go right here. Let's go ahead and move that date over there. You know, we're pretending that we're a system and we're the digital movers of data. So we're going to move this one over here. Nice and balanced, right? Sales returns and allowances. So sales returns and allowances, the debit. Let's just put that one over here. Let's put this date right there. And this is accounts receivable, so that's going to go over here on the credit side. Okay, balances out. Doesn't look like that because of, sales is reduced by returns and allowances, but we'll get there. And then accounts receivable ski shop. So we got this one, we'll put that one right there, and the date right here. Okay, so we have our debits. I have one credit here, and then looks like this was a sale. Let's move that over here. Sale goes right there. Now I'm a little anal, so let me put that back in here. So now we have our ledgers. Now, one thing you'll note, right, on the sub ledger for AR, you're going to end up having, let's just do this right here, right? Let's just copy this and make it a couple times. 1, 2, 3 things. Same thing though. This is going to be for what? Yeah, this is ski shop, AR, ski. Oops. F2, ski shop. This one's going to be for Welcome Enterprises, F2, welcome, oops, welcome, I'll just call it ENT. That didn't work, ENT. This one we're going to make F2, we're going to make this one Zia, not Dara. Okay. Let's squish this all together a little more. Move this over here. And let's move this, let's delete this. And let's move this over here. And we'll make one more because we have to have one more. Copy, we'll paste it right here. And this is, oh no, that's all 3. We only have 3. Okay, so Z. So I think we only have 3. Ski shop, Welcome Enterprises, not Dada, and ski shop. Okay, so we know that not all these transactions are really, so ski shop only has the first and last transaction, so let's just take out everything else. Ski shop first and last. Welcome Enterprises only has 1, that's that second one, and nothing else on it, right? And Zia has the second to last, the third and the second to last. So the third, 1, 2, 3, and second to last. Oh, this isn't right. Ski shop. Oh, yeah. So, oh, that's the second to last. Okay. So all these transactions now should all be in their rightful subledger, right? The other way of doing this, if you just want to color code it, right? Let's just say this one's yellow, this one is what? Let's call it green, and let's do Zianatara as blue, right? Something like that. If you did that, then you can say, okay, well, this is the main ledger, and we're just going to color code what should be in the sub ledger. Oops, that didn't work, did it? We want yellow. There we go. Yellow and yellow, right? F4. The second one is the green, and these two are blue because it's this one and that one, right? So it's blue, and this one's blue too. Okay, so this would effectively be what should be in the subledgers. So we got the 46, 5, and the 540, 54, 58, 26, 18, 15, 35, and 396. So they're all in the right subledgers. Okay, so now we have the ledgers, the subledgers. We should be able to verify all these numbers in your general ledger. So these numbers are exactly the same. You'll notice that this one's up on top, but that's no big deal. I just put them in date order so I can keep track of them. 13,866 is the right number. Sales, everything here matches up. That's good. Sales returns and allowances, we just have the 1. That works out right. And then accounts receivable subledger, you have the same as what we have here, right? 4651, 5458, 2618, 1535, and 396. So that is how you would complete exercise 1. Now, exercise 2 is going to ask you what? Prepare a schedule of accounts receivable. Okay, that's kind of actually easy. Your schedule is going to be something like this. Accounts receivable, listing, let's call it. And we're going to put these companies in there, right? So it's going to be ski shop. It's going to be Welcome Enterprises. It's going to be okay, and their balances. So that's easy. That's just going to equal this number. This is going to equal that number, and this is going to equal that number. Okay, so without too much formatting, you can do some formatting here, I'm sure, but this is how the accounts receivable schedule would look like. Schedule. What is it called? Schedule. Okay. Now, if I look at the deal, okay, they call it the schedule of accounts receivable as of a particular date, and then you have your companies listed and their balances. I did not put a total in here. We can put a total in here, equals sum, to make sure we got the numbers right. And sure enough, 13,866 is the right number. So that's exercise 7.1 of Quiz Access. Please let me know if you have any questions on this.